Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Julian, Ajello. Let him hear it. Julian. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Glad to be here in Florida. I just actually moved back to the States. I was in Vietnam for the last 7 years. Turns out that's how long it takes for people to forget you crapped your pants. A lot of changes in America since I've been gone. Everyone's so easily offended these days. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be or what I'm allowed to be funny about anymore. I narrowed it down to my family or prison rape. But I don't know very much about prison rape yet. I hear you're going as a tight end, but you come out as a wide receiver. Yeah. I just can't wait to get to the holidays. It's been so long since I've had them. Halloween's coming up fast. I remember the last time I was here for Halloween, I went up to Ybor dressed as Batman, strolled down 7th Avenue feeling pretty good about myself, till someone yelled out, "Hey, there goes a 5-foot bat." Codpiece deflates real quick. Then there's Thanksgiving, but that's really my family's dress rehearsal for the big show, Christmas. I have one of those big Sicilian families, big, loud, we're from the old country, New Jersey. But we're entertaining as hell. It's open season on everyone in our house. Even the nice folks that come up, the Jehovah's Witnesses, they come up, knock on your door to try to tell you that Jesus is coming back. Sicilians, they hate Jehovah's Witnesses. To be fair, Sicilians hate any witnesses. But we love Christmas. You wouldn't know it by the way we fight. We fight about anything and everything. After that first bottle of red wine, we go from "Let there be peace on earth" to "Shut up and pass the friggin' sauce." Which always sets off the people who call it gravy. Yeah, that's good for about 2 or 3 more bottles of wine, that conversation. I know you're thinking, we're not alcoholics. We just know how to drink to keep a fight going. A Chianti works best. Barolo usually winds up with people crying. Beer has you going to the bathroom every 5 minutes, can't sustain an argument that way. And hard alcohol winds up with punches being thrown. So we stick to the light reds. 1 year I brought a girlfriend home for Christmas. She was half Cuban, half Irish. Figured she could handle the fighting. Her family's a bunch of amateurs, as it turns out. We walk in right after breakfast. There's the table's not quite cleared yet, so I gotta open my mouth and remark on the cheap fake syrup. Yeah. But one of my brothers, he loves the cheap fake syrup, and he's taking offense, so right away it's on. So I gotta grab the bottle. I said, "Real syrup?" I said, "Read this. Cellulose gum, caramel color, sorbic acid, sodium benzoate, sodium hexametaphosphate, sodium botchagaloo. What's real in there?" He snatches that bottle from me, turns around, and he goes, "Read the front. Syrup." My poor girlfriend, she's watching this go on. She's tugging at my shirt. She's going, "Should we go? Should we leave?" No. My mom hasn't even thrown a plate yet. And the cioppino's almost ready. I want to eat. Yeah, I guess I could skip Christmas this year and avoid all that if I just wanted to hop a plane and go back to Nam. I got a friend there. He runs a food tour. He's willing to put me up. He's been after me to write him this street food guide so that people know what they're eating as they're traveling around Vietnam. And I got to tell him, I said, "Fred," I said, "it's a good idea, but I don't think it can be done. I mean, everything's so weird and different. Every city they call it something new, and no one agrees on the ingredients, and it's just insane. And have you ever try to pronounce the names if you're a Westerner? Hutu, Komtam, Bumbohue, Komen, Buncha Hanoi, Chakalabong, Misao, Miso Honey. Yeah, cheap Vietnam War movie joke. I wasn't around for the war, obviously, but I did marry a Vietnamese woman. So every time I watch a Vietnamese war movie, I flash back to my marriage. Yeah, my friend Fred, he asked me about that too. He's like, I'd love to marry a Vietnamese woman. How do you do that? How do you get a wife? How do you understand them? How do you deal with dating their whole family? How do you not go crazy when you go out to dinner and then their sisters and cousins and aunts all show up on the date and expect you to pay? He says, how do you understand them? How do you court them, woo them, flirt, get them to fall in love and marry you? Cash. So Fred says to me, he says, I don't have that much money. I said, well, Fred, then how many pages did you want that street food guy? Anyway, thank you for coming out tonight, folks.
Yeah, Julian! Our last student tonight.